Welcome to Motive Mystery, where the wisdom of the ages meets the challenges of today. In today's video, we delve into the life and philosophy of Heraclitus, an ancient Greek philosopher known for his doctrine of change being central to the universe. Heraclitus, often referred to as the weeping philosopher for his contemplative nature and the obscure for his enigmatic writings, has significantly influenced the realm of philosophy. His notion that everything flows and the idea of the unity of opposites have been foundational in both Western philosophy and Eastern traditions. His teachings, emphasizing the constant state of flux and the interconnectedness of all things, challenge us to think deeply about the nature of reality. As we explore 30 of his most profound aphorisms, we gain insights into his thinking and its relevance to our modern lives. Join us in uncovering the timeless wisdom of Heraclitus and understanding how his ancient thoughts can still guide us in today's ever-changing world. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man. Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic Greek philosopher, emphasized the ever-changing nature of the universe and the concept that all entities are in constant flux. This quote reflects the philosophy that everything, including ourselves, is in perpetual change. Life is seen as a continuous journey of transformation, where both the external world and our inner selves evolve constantly. In the modern era, where change is rapid and constant, this quote inspires us to embrace transformation and understand that every experience reshapes us. It teaches the importance of adaptability and personal growth in the face of life's inevitable changes. Time is a game played beautifully by children. Heraclitus viewed time not as a chronological measure but as a symbol of innocence and renewal, as seen in the playful nature of children. This quote conveys the idea that time should be experienced with a childlike wonder and openness, embracing each moment fully as children do in their play. In our modern world, where time is often perceived as a commodity, this quote reminds us to appreciate the present moment and live with a sense of joy and spontaneity, like children. The only thing that is constant is change. Heraclitus famously declared the universe's state of constant flux, emphasizing that change is the fundamental essence of the universe. This aphorism highlights that change is the only permanent aspect of life, urging us to accept and adapt to the perpetual transformations around us. This perspective is especially relevant in today's fast-evolving world, teaching us to be flexible and embrace the inevitability of change in both personal and professional contexts. Even a soul submerged in sleep is hard at work and helps make something of the world. Heraclitus believed that the soul is always active, contributing to the world's ongoing creation, even in states like sleep. This quote reflects the idea that our inner self is constantly at work, creatively interacting with the world, even when we are not consciously aware of it. In our contemporary life, this insight encourages us to recognize the unconscious contributions we make to our lives and the world, highlighting the continuous and often unseen impact of our inner selves. The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Think only on those things that are in line with your principles and can bear the light of day. The content of your character is your choice. Day by day, what you do is who you become. Your integrity is your destiny, it is the light that guides your way. Heraclitus believed that our inner life is deeply influenced by our thoughts and actions, shaping our character and destiny. This quote emphasizes the power of our thoughts and actions in coloring our soul and determining our character and destiny. It highlights the importance of living with integrity and making choices that reflect our true selves. In today's context, it inspires us to be mindful of our thoughts and actions, understanding that they shape not only our character but our future, urging us to live authentically and with purpose. Nothing endures but change. This is a core principle of Heraclitus' philosophy, emphasizing the constant and inevitable nature of change in the universe. This aphorism highlights the transient nature of everything around us, underscoring the importance of embracing change and the fluidity of life. In our lives, this quote serves as a reminder that change is the only constant, encouraging us to remain adaptable and open to new experiences and perspectives. To be even-minded is the greatest virtue. Wisdom is to speak the truth and act in keeping with its nature. Heraclitus believed in the importance of balance and composure in life, viewing wisdom as the alignment of words and actions with truth. This quote underscores the virtue of maintaining equanimity and the wisdom of aligning one's actions with truth and authenticity. In today's complex world, this insight encourages us to seek balance in our responses and to act with integrity, aligning our deeds with our beliefs and truths. Much learning does not teach understanding. Heraclitus pointed out that accumulation of knowledge is not equivalent to gaining wisdom or understanding. This quote highlights the distinction between mere acquisition of information and true comprehension, suggesting that understanding comes from deeper reflection and application. In our information-saturated age, this insight urges us to look beyond the surface of knowledge, fostering a deeper level of understanding and wisdom in our interactions with the world. Man's character is his fate. Heraclitus believed that a person's nature and character determine their life's path and destiny. This quote implies that our personal attributes and decisions shape our destiny, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness and personal development in shaping our future. In today's world, it serves as a reminder that we are largely responsible for the course of our lives, encouraging us to cultivate positive traits and make decisions that align with our true selves. We are most nearly ourselves when we achieve the seriousness of the child at play. Heraclitus observed that in play, children exhibit a level of focus and authenticity that reflects their true nature. This quote emphasizes the value of approaching life with the same earnestness and authenticity as a child at play, suggesting that this mindset reveals our truest selves. In contemporary society, this perspective encourages us to engage with our tasks and challenges with a sense of playfulness and authenticity, reminding us that our true self emerges in moments of genuine engagement and joy. Whoever cannot seek the unforeseen sees nothing, for the known way is an impasse. Heraclitus believed in the importance of seeking new experiences and understanding beyond the familiar paths. This quote emphasizes the value of exploration and the willingness to encounter the unknown, suggesting that true knowledge and progress lie beyond the familiar. In today's context, it inspires us to step out of our comfort zones, to seek new horizons, and understand that growth often comes from facing the unexpected. How can you hide from what never goes away? Heraclitus pointed out the futility of trying to avoid or ignore the enduring truths and realities of life. This quote suggests that facing reality, rather than hiding from it, is essential for true understanding and personal growth. In the modern era, it reminds us that avoidance does not erase reality, but that confronting and accepting truths is key to our development and peace of mind. It is in changing that we find purpose. Heraclitus emphasized the transformative nature of existence and believed that purpose is discovered through embracing change. This quote encourages the understanding that purpose and meaning in life are often found in the process of change and evolution. In our current society, it inspires us to view change not as a disruption but as an opportunity to discover our true purpose and path in life. Wisdom is the oneness of mind that guides and permeates all things. Heraclitus believed that wisdom is not just knowledge but a unified approach of understanding that integrates and guides all aspects of life. This quote highlights that true wisdom involves a holistic and interconnected understanding of the world, where the mind is in harmony with the nature of existence. Today, it suggests that wisdom is about bringing together diverse knowledge and experiences to form a coherent and guiding principle for life. Allow yourself to think only those thoughts that match your principles and can bear the bright light of day. Day by day, your choices, your thoughts, your actions fashion the person you become. Your integrity determines your destiny. Heraclitus emphasized the significance of aligning one's thoughts and actions with their principles, shaping their character and destiny. This quote encourages self-awareness and integrity, highlighting the impact of our daily choices and actions on our overall character and future. In our lives, it serves as a reminder to be mindful of our thoughts and actions, understanding that they ultimately define who we are and where we are headed. Abundance of knowledge does not teach men to be wise. Heraclitus recognized that wisdom is not merely the accumulation of knowledge, but the application of understanding in life. This quote points out that true wisdom comes from the depth of understanding and the ability to apply knowledge meaningfully in various contexts. In today's world, it reminds us that being knowledgeable is not the same as being wise and that wisdom involves discernment and the practical application of knowledge. Character is destiny. This statement by Heraclitus underscores the belief that an individual's character fundamentally shapes their life and future. The quote emphasizes that our inherent traits and behaviors are pivotal in determining the path our life takes. In contemporary times, it serves as a reminder that our choices and actions, reflecting our character, significantly influence our destiny and the outcomes of our lives. The unlike is joined together, and from differences results the most beautiful harmony. Heraclitus believed in the unity and coherence that comes from the harmonization of opposites. This quote highlights the concept that diversity and contrast can lead to a harmonious and balanced whole. In our modern society, it encourages us to appreciate and embrace diversity, understanding that differences can contribute to a richer and more harmonious collective existence. The content of your character is your choice. Day by day, what you choose, what you think, and what you do is who you become. Heraclitus highlighted the power of personal choice in shaping one's character and ultimately one's destiny. This quote emphasizes the importance of daily decisions, thoughts, and actions in defining who we are and what we become. In our lives, it serves as a reminder that every choice and action contributes to the development of our character and shapes our future. All things are in flux. The flux is subject to a unifying measure or rational principle. This principle, logos, the hidden harmony behind all change, bound opposites together in a unified tension, which is like that of a lyre, where a stable harmonious sound emerges from the tension of the opposing forces that arise from the bow bound together by the string. Heraclitus believed in a fundamental order and rationality governing the continuous change in the universe, referred to as the logos. This quote illustrates the idea that everything is part of a larger, cohesive system where opposites are in tension, yet in harmony, like the strings of a lyre. It suggests that in our own lives, harmony and balance can be achieved by understanding and accepting the natural tensions and contradictions of existence. The sun is new each day. Heraclitus used this metaphor to express the idea of perpetual renewal and the ever-changing nature of the universe. This quote emphasizes the concept of continuous rebirth and the freshness of each new day, symbolizing new opportunities and perspectives. In our lives, it serves as a reminder to embrace each day as a new beginning, full of possibilities and unexplored potential. The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Heraclitus believed that our thoughts have a profound impact on the essence of our being, shaping our soul and character. This quote conveys the idea that our inner world is colored by our thoughts, reflecting the quality and nature of our mental and emotional state. It encourages us to be mindful of our thoughts, as they not only shape our perception of the world but also the essence of who we are. Those who love wisdom must investigate many things. Heraclitus emphasized the importance of inquiry and exploration in the pursuit of wisdom. This quote suggests that the path to wisdom involves a diverse and relentless quest for knowledge and understanding. It encourages us to remain curious and open-minded, exploring various fields and perspectives to gain a deeper understanding of the world and ourselves. Thinking is a sacred disease and sight is deceptive. Heraclitus viewed thinking as a profound, yet potentially misleading, aspect of human existence. This quote reflects the idea that while thinking is crucial for understanding, it can also lead us astray if not grounded in reality. Similarly, sight can be deceptive, not always reflecting the truth. It encourages a critical approach to our perceptions and beliefs, urging us to seek a deeper truth beyond appearances. People ought to fight to keep their law as to defend the city's walls. Heraclitus believed in the fundamental importance of laws and principles in maintaining the stability and order of a society. This quote implies that just as physical walls protect a city, laws and principles safeguard the well-being and integrity of a community. It urges us to actively uphold and defend the values and rules that sustain our society, recognizing their vital role in our collective existence. The meaning of the river flowing is not that all things are changing so that we cannot encounter them twice, but that some things stay the same only by changing. Heraclitus highlighted the paradox of change and continuity in the natural world, suggesting that constant change is a way to maintain the essence of things. This quote illustrates that while everything is in flux, the underlying essence of some things remains constant through their continual transformation. It teaches us to appreciate the dynamic nature of life and the universe, recognizing that change is not just about loss or disappearance, but also about renewal and persistence. Silence, healing. Heraclitus recognized the power of silence as a means for healing and introspection. This succinct phrase suggests that in silence, we find the opportunity for self-reflection, healing, and inner peace. It encourages us to embrace quiet moments as a valuable tool for personal growth and emotional well-being. All are one. Heraclitus believed in the fundamental interconnectedness and unity of all things in the universe. This statement reflects the idea that everything in existence is part of a larger whole, interconnected and interdependent. It inspires a perspective of unity and oneness, encouraging us to see beyond individual differences and to recognize our collective interdependence. What was scattered gathers. What was gathered blows away. Heraclitus expressed the cyclic nature of existence, where things come together and fall apart in a continuous process. This quote highlights the transient and ever-changing reality of life, where nothing remains static or permanent. It encourages us to embrace the ebb and flow of life, understanding that change is an inherent and inevitable part of existence, and to appreciate the beauty and lessons in each phase of this constant transformation. The awake share a common world, but the asleep turn aside into private worlds. Heraclitus believed in the contrast between the shared reality of the conscious and the subjective experience of the unconscious. This quote suggests that while we collectively experience and understand the world in our wakeful state, individual perceptions and dreams create unique, personal realities when we sleep. It reminds us of the richness and diversity of human experience, both in shared realities and in the private worlds of our unconscious mind. Appreciation for joining our journey.